Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to learn about equations for a straight line. This is the first video on the topic of coordinate geometry, graphs and circles. Okay, so let's see how we can derive equation for a straight line. You can see there's a straight line, right? So in the straight line, let's say this is a y-axis and this is an x-axis, right? And so these are the two variables. So the x is an independent variable and y is a dependent variable, and y depend on x, right? But there's a relationship. That's why the relationship between y and x is represented by the straight line. So you can see that this straight line goes through this origin, which is 0, 0, and also this goes through this point. The coordinate of this point is 5, 5, and this point is -5, -5. So as you can see that, so when x takes 5, the corresponding y is 5. When x take 10, the corresponding y is 10, right? When x takes -5, corresponding y is -5. So if you look at this one, x and y are equal, right? Whatever value x takes, y takes the same value. So the equation for this line should be y equal x. So let's have a look at another example. In this example, again, this is a y-axis, this is an x-axis. This is a line goes through origin. But here, if you look at this one, when x is 5, y is 10, so twice as x. Same goes here. When x is -5 and y is -10. And if you look at here, is I think 2.5. When x is 2.5, corresponding y is 5. So y is always twice as x. So the equation for this line should be y equal 2x. Let's look at another example. This is y-axis, x-axis. If you look at this one, this line is not going through the origin. It goes through 0, 2. If you look at these two lines, they are quite similar. However, this is shifted up by 2 units. So this line is shifted up by 2 units. So the equation should be y equal x plus 2. We can check whether it is true or not. For example, when x is 5, y is 7, which is 5 plus 2, right? If you look at here, when x is -5, y is -3, which is -5 plus 2. So y is shifted by 2 units upwards. Let's look at another example. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. And again, this line is not going through origin, but it goes through 2. But if you look at these two lines, these two are pretty similar. However, this line is shifted 2 units upward. So the equation for this line should be y equal 2x plus 2. And this is the equation. You can see the relationship. We can check whether it is true or not. For example, if you take this point, this is point 3. When x is 3, y is actually 8. So which is 3 times 2 plus 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So this is how you derive equations for straight line. So in the previous slides, you have seen that how to derive the equation for straight line. But there are 3 ways we can derive equations, right? The first one method is in this format. So y minus y1 equal m bracket x minus x1. So this thingy is the gradient, okay, gradient of the line. And this y1 and x1 are the coordinates of a known points. So if we know these two things, if we know the gradient and if we know one coordinate, then we should be able to get the equation of this line. So let's have a look at this example. So the question is, find the equation of the line that passes through this point and this point. If it passes through these 2 points, write it in the form of y minus y. So they say this goes through -3, 10. So this is -3. So this is a point -3, 10. And 1, 4, this is the second point, 1, 4. So the gradient, how can you find the gradient? So if we draw a triangle, so the gradient of this line is this height of this triangle is actually 6, from 4 to 10, 6. The width of the triangle is from 1 to -3, 4. However, this is a negative gradient because it's going down, right? So the gradient is -1.5. So we can select this point as a x1, y1. So the equation of this line will be y minus 4 equal -1.5 x minus x1 is 1. So that's the equation of this line. So this is the one way to find the equation of this line. Let's look at another method. So you can also represent the equation in this format. This is quite the well-known format to represent a straight line. Here there are two things. M is gradient and C is intercept, or y intercept. Okay, so if you want to represent a line using this equation, then you need to know two things: the gradient of the line and y-intercept of the line. If you look at this question, find the equation of the straight line that passes through the points 10, 2 and -18, 16, and write it in the form of y equal mx plus c. Okay, so where are these 2 points? One is 10, 2. So this is the first coordinate, 10, 2, and the other one is -18, 16 is somewhere here. -18, 16 is somewhere here, right? So let me complete a triangle. So this is a triangle. So you can able to find the gradient. Gradient of this line is this height. This height is actually 16 minus 2, and the width of this triangle is from 18 plus 10, because from here to here is 10 units, from here to here is 18 units, so it's going to be 14 divided by 28 is half. However, this gradient is negative because this line is going down, so we'll put a negative. And so what is the y-intercept? The line is intercepting here. This is the y-intercept. This is the y-intercept. It's intercepting y. So the coordinate is 0, 7. 0, 7. So 7 is the y-intercept. So the equation of this line is y equal -12 x plus 7. Third method is represent the straight line in this format: ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are integers, right? So this method is pretty straightforward. So this is not a new method. This method is you use one of the first two methods and then you rearrange the equation into this format. Right, so let's look at this equation. So find the equation of line that passes through 2, -15 and has gradient -3/2. Since we know 1 point and 1 gradient, we can use the first technique, y minus y1 equal m into x minus x1, right? So we know this point, which is 2, so this is x1 and this is y1. So y minus y1 is minus 15 is equal, m is 3/2, x minus x1 is 2. So it's going to be y plus 15 is going to be minus 1.5 x plus 3. So what we can do is we can bring everything to the left. So it's going to be 1.5 x plus y plus 12 equals 0. But the condition is ABC must be integer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply by 2 both sides. So it's going to be 3x plus 2y plus 24 equal 0 times 2 is 0. So this is the equation. So the line can be represented by 3 different ways. The second way, which is y equal mx plus c, is quite famous one, but nevertheless you can able to represent the line using one of the 3 techniques. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will join in one more video shortly. Thank you. Bye bye.